Smart rapper, gang.
Alright, another fan asked question. What should you name your album for the most growth? It's a question that actually needs to be answered because I feel like people do ask it every so often in a way. The thing is that your album name should really go along with whatever the project is talking about. What's the theme of the project, okay? And if it's just named something corny and random that doesn't make sense or go along with it, you know what I'm saying? You could always be very creative when coming up with a name for your album or your mixtape to where when somebody listens to the tape and looks back at the name, they go, that's interesting. That's pretty interesting, you know what I'm saying? But if it's just like blah, it's like, it's one thing that I'm not personally a fan of, and when it's just like a name of a tape, it's like Hustler's Endurance 3. Like, it's like, okay, I get it, but like, that means your music probably didn't have much like substance to it. And like, no offense to anybody there. I don't know if that's the name of anybody's mixtape or anything. But that's like what I'm saying. It's like, you can still be a great artist and have a shitty name, by the way, for your name, if your rap name, and for your project. If your project looks more intelligent and people can break it down, you need to understand this gives people more things to talk about. Because a conversation can be made about, well, he named it this because of this, this, and this, and this, and then people can have conversations about you, which helps you become more culturally significant, okay? Do you understand? Do you get where I'm coming from? When you can create things on projects and songs, album names, artwork and covers, and stuff like that, that makes people have more reason to discuss the project, or when the project is brought up or listened to and people can talk about it more, that is a plus. So in this, I really want you to take from this, create as many things as you can about your project, including the name, that will help people have more reason to talk about you, okay? If you name it something that doesn't have any reason to be talked about, well, they're not gonna talk about it. But how can I make an example, right? Like, let's say, for example, we choose randomly Kanye West 808 and Heartbreak album, okay? When you think 808 and Heartbreak, the first thing that I think in my mind that I would start having a conversation with you about is that how his mother died, okay? And the pain that he was going through in that time, right? So and then you could go even deeper and further into it. It gives you more to talk about. Then you would start talking about the tracks on the album and how they relate to the actual title of the album. You see what I'm saying? Like, give people a reason to talk about it. Now, if you think about a name of a project from like a rapper in the street and he named his shit Hustle Music 2.0, you go, okay, all right, so the whole project's about him selling drugs. But that's about where me talking about the title of the album stops. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the only layer there was to it. You get what I'm saying? All right, I'm Rob Level, this is Smart Rapper. Hit subscribe, become part of the Smart Rapper gang, all right? And then please hit a like, hit me with a comment. You have any album titles that you know that people talk about a lot, and why do they talk about it a lot? Another great example, Jay-Z, The Blueprint, okay? Think that's a dope name, and we go into the tracks and be like, oh, this is why it's called The Blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it goes into it. When it's a more intelligent artist and they have names like that, it just makes a lot of sense. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Hit the subscribe button. Keep hustling. Gang.
Smart rapper, gang.